Assalamu alaikum, my dear students and viewers. Myself, Professor Maqsood Ahmad Khawas. In previous class, we have studied the first chapter, first part. Today, we are going to study the next part of the first chapter. Okay, in this second part, we are going to study the two concepts. First one is introduction to Karnataka history. Then second, sources of Indian history. Now let us see the first concept, introduction to Karnataka history. Karnataka is a state in South India. It is inhabited dominantly by Kannada speaking people. Okay, most of the peoples of Karnataka state, they are talking which language? Kannada language. It is surrounded by Maharashtra and Goa states in the north and Arabian Sea in the west. Then Kerala and Tamil Nadu in the south and Andhra in the east. Okay, this is the place of Karnataka state in India country. Kaviraja Marga, it is the book written by Sri Vijaya. In this book informs us that Karnataka state extended from Kaveri in the south to Godavari in the north. Next concept, origin and antiquity. Antiquity means what? Oldness or ancientness. Okay, origin and antiquity of Karnataka state. Many historians have given different theories regarding the origin of the term Karnataka. Some of them argue that Karnataka derived its name from the land. Then others believed that the name of Kula or community was coined for the state and vice versa. The word Karnataka was first used in the Sabha Parva and Bhishma Parva of Mahabharata. Mahabharata is the holy book of Hinduism. In this book, two parts are there, Sabha Parva and Bhishma Parva. In these Parvas, used the name of our Karnataka state as a Karnataka. The Tamil work Shilappadi Garam mentions the people as Karunadar. Another one book named Shilappadi Garam is the Tamil work. In this book mentions about the people of Karnataka as a Karunadar. Then Velvikudi copper plate. In this copper plate refers to the Karunadagan. Geography of Karnataka and history. The extent of Karnataka was subject to expansion and contraction depending upon the capability of rulers. The geography of Karnataka includes, first one is the coastal region, the western Ghats, example Sahyadri, the Malanad and the northern and southern places. These have played important role in shaping the history. The important dynasties were ruled in Karnataka state. Example, Kadambas, Gangas, Chalukyas, Rashtrakutas, Hoysalas, Vijayanagara, Mysuru warriors, etc. These dynasties have shaped the history of Karnataka in particular and history of Indian in general. These dynasties have made rich contributions to the field of administration, art, architecture, education and religion. Karnataka has also played important role during the national movement. There were anti-British armed rebellion in Karnataka. Peoples of Karnataka state, Kannadigas, also supported Mahatma Gandhi ji and the national movement. Kannadigas are proud that their language is recognized as one of the 4 classical languages of India. Next concept, sources of Indian history. Okay, what is history? History is the record of past events and achievements of man through the ages. Okay, this is the definition about the history. What is history? History is the record of past events and achievements of man through the ages. Events means what? For example, any king, their military achievements and cultural achievements, or their social, economic, or art and architecture. These are the other achievements of man through the ages. Totally, what is history? History is the record of past events and achievements of man through the ages. But these events or achievements cannot be reproduced or replayed. Historians try to reconstruct the past based on the available sources. For the reproduce or replaying of history subject, what is needed thing? Sources. We cannot reproduce, we cannot reconstruct the history without the help of sources. Hence, no sources, no history. For the subject of history, for replaying, reproducing history, what we are doing? Process first discovery, collection and interpretation of sources are the greatest challenges to the historians. Okay, the first process is discovery, collection and interpretations. Without sources, the historical events will become imaginary or legendary stories. Okay, here for the construction of history, we should need what? Sources. Without sources, they become a what? Imaginary or legendary stories. For example, we need sources. Example, monuments, coins, then inscriptions, other artifacts, etc. We have a variety of sources for the study Indian and Karnataka histories. But it is also an accepted fact that Indians lack a historic sense. It is very difficult for historians to write Indian history without the perfect knowledge of ancient Indian languages like Sanskrit, Pali, Prakrit and many other regional languages and scripts like Brahmi and Kharoshthi. Knowledge about the ancient parade languages and script of languages, for example Brahmi and Kharoshthi. The deep knowledge of Indian tradition and culture is also essential for the historians. Then history is classified into 2 periods. First one is a prehistoric period, then second is a historic period, based on the sources available to reconstruct it. First one is prehistoric period. What is prehistoric period? Where the written records are not available is known as a prehistoric period. Then what is historic period? When we get written records is known as a historic period. The sources of history can be classified into 2 groups. First one is archaeological sources, second is literary sources. First, we are going to discuss about archaeological sources. What is archaeological sources? Archaeological sources are the remains of past human life and activities. It includes human relics and artifacts from the earliest stone tools, the man-made objects found in the excavation. They are the only sources when we do not have written records. Many other times they authenticate the information of written records. The important archaeological sources are coins, jewelry, inscriptions, pottery, terracotta figurines. Terracotta means what? This is one type of a mud or a soil. Then weapons, seals, tools, remains of buildings, household articles, fossils, paintings, etc. These are the examples of archaeological sources. These provide us with valuable and useful information to reconstruct the history. Okay, what is excavations? I told you, excavation is a scientific digging of earth for unearthing sources. The prehistory of India is written with help of excavations only. Excavations are the sole sources of Indus Valley civilizations. Okay. The excavation conducted in many places: Chandragiri, Madurai, Tirunelveli, Arkemedu and other places give us information regarding Stone Age. Other excavations at Angkor Wat, Takshashila, Pataliputra, Borobudur in Java country, Gaya, Hampi, etc. have provided an insight into the social, cultural and religious life of the people. The archaeological remains found during excavation are put to the scientific test by carbon-14 and potassium methods to ascertain the age of the remains. Okay, how can you find out the age of the sources? With help of testing carbon-14 and potassium methods. Then first example of archaeological sources, that is monuments. Monuments means what? They are the structure or sites of historical importance. Example: forts, palaces, caves, temples, basadis, statues, stupas, etc. Basadi means what? It is a Jaina temple. Stupa also the temple of Buddhism. Help us to understand and culture heritage of India. Okay, let us see the pictures of monuments. Example: Taj Mahal. This was built in the period of medieval period during the Mughals dynasty. Then Raja Rajeshwari temple. Okay, this is a ancient period built by Raja Rajeshwara Chola first. Then Savira Kambada Basadi. This is a Jaina temple built in Moodabidri of Dakshina Kannada district. Then Kailasanatha temple. This was built by Krishna first. Then Sanchi Stupa. Then Mysuru palace. Then Ajanta cave temples. Then Saranath Buddhist statue. Then Red Fort built by Shah Jahan. Then Kamal Mahal. This is located in Hampi, Vijayanagara period. These are the examples of different monuments. These are very important sources for these can help to reconstruct the history. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.